Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Making Blackpool Pleasure Beach and Planet Coaster series. How are you? Hope you're all having a lovely evening. So today, as you can see, we're just finishing off Loki's Bar. And then we're going to be getting on with the Valhalla facade and Derby races. But yeah, so today you have a good 3 hours of footage. So lucky you lot, I know. But yeah, I was originally starting to make like the shop for Valhalla, but I decided that it wouldn't make any sense because it's closed, and I wasn't gonna do the inside until it reopens, so I can get a good point of view and do it all to what it is now, not what it was. So there's not really any point in doing the shop either, because on Google Maps I can't see the shop when you're looking at a bird's eye view. So it looks like they've removed the shop. So I will just do that entire area when it reopens in 2022. So yeah, I decided to do the front of it, the main facade, which is sped up massively because it's not that interesting. It's just rocks. So yeah, I've decided to do the main facade, but as I say, I won't be doing the main. Well, I won't be doing the ride itself. I won't touch that for quite a while. But yeah, we're finally moving on to something new, which isn't shop placing. I think we're only on shop placing for or shop or arcade placing for like a week, or one episode, sorry, but it just seems to take forever and it's so boring. But yeah, you can see here that I'm just sorting out the rocks here, and to be fair, I think it comes out quite nicely, adding some bushes and all of that, different coloured rocks, and apparently the Valhalla facade, or building itself, is 24 meters high, which I did not know, and that is absolutely insane. I was worried that was actually going to get bigger than Ice Blast, because obviously you can't change the height of any of the. Well, you can change the height of like one of the rides on Planet Coaster. Can't remember which one it is, so we wouldn't be able to make Ice Blast any taller or any shorter. So we kind of just have to go with the flow there, but. Yeah, you can see here I'm now starting to add in a more detail to it instead of just placing rocks. So, yeah. I've been on Valhalla once and I liked it, but it got me a little bit too wet for my comfort. It was a very, very wet ride. Here we are, just placing in the greenage and all of that. I think I do actually go ahead and remove all of this because I want to do it differently and add in some different coloured rocks as well. There we go, you can see that now. Because I think those. At the front you've got like moss and all of that going down where the water was, so if I had those, although it's not moss, it makes it look like the rocks are mossy, so that's probably the best I could do there. But yeah, and Black Mirror and everything, I can't remember when I last spoke about this, but Black Mirror Labyrinth at Thorpe Park, what do you guys think about it? I went in it. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I plan on making a video relatively soon about it, but you guys know that I'm not the greatest at uploading. But I thought it was okay. My first visit I thought it was terrible. My second one I thought it was good. But it's not, for me it's like nothing to write home about. It's just a mirror maze pretty much with a little bit of like screens and mirrors pretty much. So yeah, it isn't the greatest, I don't think, but it's okay, and it's something which I think can get better. And I also think you kind of have a different experience each time you go in. So I do want to go in there every time I go to Thorpe, just so I can get that hopefully new experience. I mean, my first experience of it was getting evac from it, so that's fun. But yeah, you can just see here that I'm just sorting out the fences for the area. I'm literally not touching anything else about Valhalla, not even sorting out. Obviously, we know where the boats are going to go, that's pretty obvious. Because they're not going to change that, I wouldn't have thought, but I'm sticking with my plan and I'm not moving it. I'm not putting anything in there at all. So yeah, you can see here I'm now putting in Derby races, which is quite fun. We don't finish this episode because I thought I had a lot of footage anyway, but yeah, you probably see that it is finished in the thumbnail, not sure yet. But yeah, it was quite an awkward one to make, to be honest, because it's got an odd shape. Like, I thought I'd done the shape and everything perfectly, and yet the roof thing that I was doing just still wasn't long enough, or wasn't, yeah, it wasn't long enough, and I was checking the length of each individual section, and it was the perfect length, but overall it wasn't long enough, and it was really confusing. I didn't fix it, so I just kind of went with it and hoped that it's going to work. But yeah, we've also got another episode on Euromagic coming out very shortly. That will hopefully be out on Wednesday, so look forward to that one, lads. So yeah, you can just see here that I'm putting in the floor, changing the colours to that to be a bit darker, just to make it look a bit better. And yeah, now we're starting the queue line for Derby races. I forgot how short the queue line was for it, but because the carousel on Planet Coaster is so short, or so small, sorry, it means that I've actually got to really, like, with the entrance, that's going to be well further in than it normally would be in real life. So I've had to extend the queue line and all that. So it's not great, but obviously I've got to live with the limitations I've got within Planet Coaster, unfortunately. Hopefully Planet Coaster 2 comes out, or an update, which is less likely than Planet Coaster 2. But yeah, hopefully an update comes out and we can actually change the sizes of things, scale that sort of thing up a little bit, just so then it makes life a lot easier, really, doesn't it? But yeah, you can see here that I'm starting to put in the windows here. So there are some windows on it, which, yeah, these are the things that cause the main issue. They're just, I check against Google Maps each section, and they're long enough, they're the perfect length, but when you put the three that I can do, or 4 I think it is, it's not long enough. It's really confusing and annoying, but as I said, I just kind of have to live with it. But yeah, and you can see there that I was also putting a lot of glass inside of each other, and that was because I wanted to make it darker, and obviously the more glass you put in, the darker it's going to get. Obviously that massively, it doesn't massively, but it does increase the piece count quite a lot, but not too bothered by that. And if you do enjoy this content, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm aiming for 500 subscribers by the end of June, so any help towards that would be massively appreciated. And yeah, thank you all for almost 300 subscribers on my Shorts channel as well. That is absolutely insane. We have literally gone up over 250 subscribers, well, almost 250 subscribers in the space of about a month and a half. So that is absolutely insane. But here you can see that I'm just putting in those extra glass pieces, so then I can play around with it, but it just doesn't, for some reason it just doesn't come out right. But also, next episode I am thinking that we will be able to get onto a roller coaster. I think we'll be able to get onto Grand National for the next episode, looking at where we are on the series currently. But yeah, I think this series is coming out quite nicely at the moment. What do you guys think? Are you enjoying it? Is there anything you think I could do better? Let me know in the comments. Would appreciate it. Yeah, you can see here I'm just playing around with that wood floor again. Obviously that doesn't look great, but there isn't much I can do with that. I mean, I could change the floor to make it that plaster that I use a lot, but then again, it's not going to be that realistic then, because it's wood on the floor. But I might play around with it off camera and see which one looks nicer. But you can see here I'm now putting in the little glass bit, which, to be honest, this comes out very modern, like a very modern building, and I don't really think it's supposed to be. I think Derby Races is like a good, I don't know exactly how old it is, but I think it's a good 50 years old, and that building looks very modern. I don't know whether it's like the lighting within Planet Coaster or something, but it certainly looks more modern than it's supposed to. But I like it, I think it looks quite nice. So, and also I know I said last episode that this episode is going to be focused on pathing. It's not. I think the pathing will be done fully off camera, maybe slightly on camera so you can see how I do it and what I'm doing. And it's definitely 100% not that I'm putting it off. I would not put that sort of thing off. The thing is, I don't really know what else to put inside, because obviously in real life it's not that, like, not that small, so normally the carousel will be a lot bigger. So do I put anything else in there to make it bigger? I don't really know. But I don't think if I put anything else in, I don't think that would work very well. So I guess we'll just have to stick with that, and as I say, just go with the limitations of Planet Coaster, which is a shame. But yeah, I'm doing the episode here. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you follow me on Twitch as well. Stream every day over there, that would mean a lot. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.